fellow preppers, 'tis I, the Rumpled One. It's still Wednesday, December the 9th, the year's 2020, Oregon lockdown day 21. I guess you could call this part 2. Earlier today, I was talking about that one doctor who was shut down because he said there were some studies done. And I said, you know, there should be a study where they hook up a mask to somebody's face. Long story short, I did some Googling. I found a study that did just what I had suggested. Now, bottom line about the study is that, you know, there's a couple of different types of masks out there. One, these are the masks you probably see most people wearing. Basically, they're better than nothing, and they're about, if I remember correctly, somewhere 85% stopping stuff. Now, stopping the virus. But you see, here's where people are making an error. It's not the virus that the mask stops. What these masks stop are the moisture molecules that come out through your breath when you exhale. The virus gets in that moisture and those droplets, and this is what the mask stops. Now this is an N95 mask. What's 95 mean? It means it stops about 95%. And this is much better than this. So like I said, this is around 80, 85. This is 95. Now, part of the things that these studies don't show is that people don't wear these 24/7. So for example, out of the population they studied, maybe these people used these masks when they were outside the home, but they came inside the home, they didn't use the mask, and maybe one of their family members infected them with COVID. So you could see how the numbers could get a little skewed. So you can get these masks, like here in Oregon, Southern Oregon, Coos County Emergency Manager, Coos County CERT. You know, these masks you can get free at a lot of stores, like your grocery stores, big box stores. They hand these out at the front door. These not so much. Once again, these are much better. Thing is, you want to wear these properly. You don't want to wear them like this or like this. They do nothing. So the other part of the study, they didn't just study the mask in isolation, because if you're using the social distancing along with the mask, well then that skews the numbers the other way. You know, they didn't have like people up against each other with both people wearing the mask or only one person wearing the mask. Maybe there was some social distancing. So you see in this study, it's not 100%, but the evidence is weighing towards wearing a mask. So, you know, that one doctor that I told you about that lost his license, I think that was heavy-handed. What do you think? People are going to make their own decisions. Do they suspend doctors who smoke? Of course not. Do they suspend doctors that drink alcohol? Of course not. So why would you then suspend a doctor that doesn't wear the mask? I mean, it just seems a little heavy-handed to me. Now, the counter-argument could be, well, when they're smoking, they're only hurting themselves. Well, the counter-argument to that is, well, you put secondhand smoke out there, you're affecting the people in the area, and that's why they have a bunch of non-smoking places now. So you see how these arguments can go back and forth. But the thing is, to me, you know, if you buck the system, it's like, say, if the nail sticks up, it gets pounded back down, or it gets pulled out and yanked, one of the two. You know, it's like either get in place or get the heck out. And that's what's happening, and that's part of the tyranny. Can you affect somebody? Sure, you might not know you have the virus. And if you're not wearing a mask, sure, you up that risk. Question is, though, is that really enough to do some of the things that they're doing? I guess those in power think it is. Is that the best thing? I don't know. And there's basically a bunch of people, the mask shamers. They're going around. If you don't have one of these masks on, they're shaming you. I don't know. Maybe you're a mask shamer, maybe you're not. I mean, yeah. I wear a mask when I'm out in public. I just do. I'm a prepper. Better safe than sorry, right? I mean, does it violate my civil rights to have to wear this when I go out? Well, I'm kind of a stoic in the sense that, I could buck the system, but sometimes you go along to get along. And if this was that big of a nuisance to me, then I'd probably buck the system. But I'm not telling you what to do. That's up for you to decide. And whichever way you come down, I would back you up for your rights. But forcing other people to wear a mask, I don't know. I mean, I think it should be let it be up to the business owners and let it be up to the people. So if this business says no shirt, no shoes, no mask, and no service, okay, well, some other business might go, you know what? Hey, we'll welcome people with no mask. And you kind of let the market decide. Because to me, if it was a pandemic, I think there'd be bodies laying, or you'd be walking over dead bodies like you see in the movie. I guess they're saying somewhere the hospitals are overflowed. I haven't seen that. I don't know anybody that's seen that. I mean, stuff you see on the TV, well, sometimes they don't show you the whole picture or the true picture. They embellish certain things and leave certain things out. So, not to be trusted. Just not to be trusted. And that's part of the problem that we're experiencing here in the year 2020. Just can't trust things. But those, the documents that I read, those were scholarly papers, universities put out. Scientific research, no political spin or that kind of stuff. I did my own quote-unquote fact-checking. Like I said, it was kind of interesting coming across it, because I thought somebody had to do a study where they hooked people up, and they did it. So if you look on the Southwestern Oregon's Facebook page, you can see I posted those links to those studies, and educate yourself. That way you can make, an informed decision, because I think an informed decision is the best decision. Just hearing rumors and going on what other people say, not so good, unless they really bring forth the evidence, the logic, the testimonies, the reasoning, the facts. And so that's why usually when I present stuff, I try to bring those documents along, put them out there so people can read them for themselves and come to their own conclusion. Because really, that's what you want. I think that's what you want. And that's what I want to be able to come to my own conclusion. I don't want to be told. I want to be informed. There's a big difference. So, inform yourself, because you know what? If you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail.